Good morning, YouTube. Back here this morning. We're on the road right now. I believe I'm in Orlando currently, so I've been on the road for about 3 hours. Won't bore you guys too much with this trip. It's nothing eventful, just 12 hours on the road, driving north. So I'll get you guys a couple clips here of rolling into the throttle just a little bit so you guys can hear the turbo spool and all that. I mean, this thing smacks 60 PSI very quickly. I haven't done it myself, just riding with my dad a couple times. I know it does. And like I mentioned in the last upload, that boot blowing off of the compressor cover and the Valley Charger, I don't want to deal with that on the side of 75 or somewhere in North Carolina on the side of the road. So I'm just driving it easy. And this thing has a 7 to 9 inch lift kit on it. I'm not really normally a huge lift kit guy. I love the way they look. I just like being a little lower and of course and quicker. But this thing glides. I've ridden a lot of I guess garbage lifted trucks that ride like dump trucks. But this thing's smooth. So keep on trucking here, guys. I'm at a rest stop right now. I go to the bathroom real quick. Hopefully I don't catch any chrono walking in here into the bathroom with 4,000 people here. But shortly we'll get to North Carolina, and tomorrow morning picking up my truck and dropping this one off. So really looking forward to that. Pretty anxious right now. I'm now in South Carolina, guys, and ran into an issue. So, yesterday, or not yesterday, but yesterday when I made the video, on the last vlog, I made a comment about the charge pipe here having the angle real bad, right there. What's happening is I just went to pass somebody, on a one-way road or two-way road, whatever you want to call it, and was half throttle, like 30 pounds of boost, and all of a sudden, psh, heard that noise. So I knew right away this was a boot that blew off. So pull over off the side of the road, had to buy some tools because I didn't have everything I needed. I thought I did, so then I get to work on that. So I'm gonna turn this camera around and show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so as you guys can see right here, this right here came off of the silicone boot here, and essentially I need to undo this one here, which was the extra one that my dad added to try and help hold it on. It slid over, so now when this one gets tightened down, when it straightens up, it pulls off the boot here, and over 10 pounds of boost, you hear a huge leak. So it's holding tight here, but since this isn't straight with this, it's leaking like crazy. So this is a different size, so I had to stop by a new socket to loosen this one up. I'm gonna loosen this one up, which I already have the socket for. Hopefully you straighten this out so I can get back on the road, because this really sucks. Thank God it's not dark yet. Sweet. You can see that little rascal too. See it right there? Right there. Have fun getting that. Well, and 10 seconds later, I pull on the road, and I wanted to make sure that before I get back on the highway here in South Carolina, that the pipe doesn't blow off, because I'm 2 seconds away from the interstate. And went by a cop doing 50 and 35, so try to explain to him, we'll see what happens. But Jesus, I get it though, just doing his job. But this blows, man. Working on this thing for 30, 45 minutes, and 2 seconds later I pull out and get pulled over. Sweet. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm here at CDT. Beautiful shop here. I made it, no issues. Yes, I never got back to you guys, but I did get a ticket, which me and Thomas were just laughing about. Got a ticket for speeding, which of course I was just making sure the boot wasn't gonna blow off again. right by a cop, and it was, I believe he got me for a 50 and a 35. So I don't know if you know, but I mean, if you get a ticket in another state, does it follow you home?
I think you have to go to that state. I don't think it follows
I mean,
home. Like,
well, like in Florida, are they going to see that I have 4 points on my license, or is it only in South Carolina?
It probably follows your license. So
That'd
if your
suck.
license is Florida, then it's gonna follow your license.
That would suck.
Yeah,
So,
that would suck.
I thought about that. I'm like,
That would suck.
I didn't have to sign
But I
anything.
think
I'm like, I'm about to rip it up.
like
And
the court and all that stuff in the state that you got a ticket from.
they said I don't have to go there.
No, you just have to
Just pay it online.
Yeah, pay it online.
So
Hire an attorney. Or
yeah, exactly. But I'll lose that one. So
That's, yeah.
probably has me on video. Anyway, so I mean, the truck's done. They did an amazing job. As you guys know, this truck has been gone when I left the channel for a year. This thing was supposed to be done just like, not exactly like this. Some plans changed, but it should have been done and running appropriately at least a year ago. But you know, the other company I went through, they actually recommended this shop, Carolina Diesel Trucks, and that's who got my dad's truck because his wasn't touched yet by the last shop. So of course, once I got mine back and it ran like garbage, I knew I had to send mine back up here because they do it right. So I'm gonna turn the camera around here, show you guys what it looks like now, because it's sick. And I'll let Thomas kind of explain what they've done to it so you guys know what's in this thing now. And yeah, a bunch of rowdiness is going to commence once I get home. So stay tuned for that. All right guys, so as you can see, stupid sick, S369 single turbo kit. This thing is nasty. Yes, it's teal. Everything was illusion cherry in here before. I pretty much got with CDT and said, hey, there's a color I want to do. You know, it's kind of like a two-stage with a silver base and a teal on top. It looks amazing. It's pretty metallic here with the silver badges and all the silver clamps. And I know it's not April yet, but kind of April Fools. Bam, there's an S480 over top. So no, it's not a single kit. This is a compound kit, which I'm going to let Thomas kind of dig into and explain to you guys what it is that you're looking at here.
All right, guys, so I'm Thomas with CDT Performance and Off-Road, and we basically took this truck to the next level, and we started off with a built S369 turbocharger and a S480, a billet S480 to compound that. And we utilized a lot of Wagler components, Wagler intake with a Wagler twisted pedestal. We've got a lot of Whirly custom fabrication components, as you can see. It's their compound kit, their S300, S400 compound kit. Also have their valve covers, and then also a new product is their brake cover. As you can see, also have their upper coolant pipe. And so basically, as far as, that's pretty much as far as air goes. Fuel, this thing's powered by 100% over extra G injectors, as well as a 14 millimeter extra G injection pump. And then also has an air dog lift pump to get the fuel to the rail. We also, Whirly Custom Fabrication, fully built transmission with all billet internals to be able to handle the power that this truck has. This truck turned up can be capable for 1200 horsepower. Obviously the motor is not. We did, however, put a Wagler Ultrafire cam in it and a Wagler billet water pump. So it's got the necessities to be able to handle the 750-800 mark. But once it goes much past that, we'll probably have to look into addressing the bottom end of the motor. But as far as the top end goes, it's fine. We went ahead and did a head job on it while it was in and studded it, so we have that taken care of as well. But really ready to see how this thing's going to do on the road. We've got some miles on it, and we've been really impressed with the power band. It drives, has fantastic street manners for a compound setup of this magnitude, but it also wants to eat whenever you give it the throttle.
And not to mention, it looks beautiful. When I brought this truck to them, actually when I brought my dad's truck over there, which this truck is here now, as I mentioned in the last video, for a Wagler motor. This one here, you know, when I had the compound kit, when I brought this truck here to bring my dad's wheels, about, what was it, almost a year ago, roughly, last June. I popped the hood after they seen what the last shop had done under here, and it was, you know, a bunch of laughs just looking at how sloppy everything was. Thomas even mentioned to me that, you know, their guy here, which is like a DURAMAX expert, decided to do away with a lot of the things that people usually unplug when they do these types of mods to their trucks, you know, and delete the factory emissions. So all those wires that you unplug and just leave under the engine bay are now gone. So it cleans this up a lot. I mean, if you look at a stock truck, all the garbage that sits on top of the motor, that's all gone now. They did a clean job there. Overall, they just did it the right way. And, you know, anybody can buy this kit here, right? You guys can go online, you can buy the kit from WCfab. But getting it done right and installed right and running right, That's why I came to North Carolina when I live 12 hours away in South Florida, because I wanted it done right. So another side thing here, they did install a set of WCfab traction bars. So the last set I had, they were Longhorn Fab bars. This is changed over to a weld-on bracket. So all the brackets I've had before with the last 2 bars were bolt-on. So of course these things are not going anywhere. And then of course I had to do a complete color change. I couldn't look like a clown. So I also had them take the receiver off and the diff cover. And that is all in the same teal as well. And I'll go over, once I get this thing back, I'll go over what exact color that is so you guys know kind of what I did in case you like the way it looks. I'm here in North Carolina. I'll be heading back tomorrow. Thomas did a great job. Can't thank him enough. If you guys are, you know, in the southern part of the United States and you're looking for work like this, I mean, you should look no further. Everything was fair. They did it, you know, very quickly. We just took it for a test drive, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, as you can see, the kit, there's also V-bands everywhere. No boots are gonna blow off. Did aftermarket intercooler as well. Yep. Which we didn't talk about.
AFE Blade Runner.
What's the name of it?
AFE Blade Runner.
AFE Blade Runner.
Yep.
I never knew they made an intercooler.
Really nice intercooler. So.
That's awesome. Plenty of fuel, plenty of air. Of course, as he mentioned, it is a stock motor. So we'll see how long we can make it last. But you know, if I need a built motor, I know where to come back to. So.
And with a fucking nasty burnout.
Right. So that's about it, guys. I mean, we have you guys have seen everything now. The full unveil of the Wu-Tang War missiles. So we got 2 of them now. These are corona free. So what I plan on doing is with this air filter here, I'm making sure I don't suck up any corona so my truck doesn't get sick and, you know, possibly the lungs, which are the turbos, stop working, get all seized up. So we're good there. Got the nice air filter on here. But yeah, this thing runs amazing, and I can't wait to put some miles on it and get back with Thomas and let him know how it rips. All right, guys, so that's pretty much the end of the video here. You guys get to see everything going on. Of course, I'm sure you guys want to know how this thing runs, which I'll do plenty of videos on. Burnouts, you know. I mean, I have a lot of plans for fun videos. I mean, you know, racing, gas turbo trucks. There's a bunch of things. So pretty much testing the limits of a stock LML. That's my goal. Of course, you know, if everything was perfect, I could have done a built motor right now. You know, why not see what this thing can do? I've seen some people make good power on stock motors and last a while. I've also seen people 500 horse blow them up. So we'll never know what'll happen, but you know, of course I'm here to find out. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, I'll be heading home. Once I get home, I'm gonna go over a full overview and, you know, do some things like cool burnouts and all that so you guys can see and see how it sounds and all that stuff. So you guys will have to wait for that one, but at least you got to see what it looks like. It is running. I'm finally getting it back 1 year later. This thing left to come to North Carolina last March. So it's pretty cool. It was actually the end of March. So I'm here pretty much the end of March of 2020, finally getting it back. So kind of lost interest in it for a while, you know, but now that I have it back and seeing it done and seeing it look this good, it's all back. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good night. See ya.